LifeWave patch technology is that it's easily demonstratable. You can show somebody a personal experience within just 2 or 3 minutes where they're left scratching their head going, how could this possibly work? You can do. It's called a muscle test, and this is a well-known phenomenon. If you've ever been to a chiropractor, it's called applied kinesiology. There are a lot of different uses for it. But what you first want to ask the person if they have any shoulder problems. Do you have any shoulder problems on your right or left side? If they have a problem with one side, test the other side. Okay, what I'd like you to do is just put your right arm out straight, and I'm going to put one. Usually, you want to put one hand on the other shoulder, and I'm just going to give you some pressure down. You're going to resist. I'm going to count to 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And you're not trying to do a strength test. You're just trying to see where the resistance happens. There's kind of a bounce there. You want to get a feel for that. Then what you can do is you can grab a cell phone. And this is kind of a neat demonstration. What I'd like you to do with your left hand there is put that to the middle of your chest, and then put your arm out again like you did before. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And he just has no strength. I mean, you can see he's a strong guy, but the cell phone actually breaks the bioenergetic field of the body. The electromagnetic field of the cell phone affects our body's energetic field. And this is a great demonstration to show people that your body can be affected by something without anything going in the body, because that's actually what the patches do. Now, a neat demonstration on how the patches can help support the body is you can actually take the tan patch and put that against the cell phone and put the white patch against the middle of your chest and do the same test. 1, 2, 3. And now I can't budge him. I mean, and the personal experience that they feel, I mean, Jim's done this before. He's actually my sponsor in business, so he's seen it. But when you do it to somebody for the first time, they are absolutely amazed. Now, there are a couple different tests you can do. You can also test somebody. Please put the white patch in your right hand and the tan patch in your left. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now switch them. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And what I did is, you're supposed to always have the white patch on your right and the tan patch on your left. Well, in the first test, that's what I did, and he was stronger. In the second test, I switched it, so it actually switched his bioenergetic field, and he just had no strength at all. And you can tell, he's a strong guy, but it just shows how the patches affect your body that quickly. This one we call the tip test. What I'd like you to do, Jim, is just stand down with your feet completely together. I want you to lock your elbow, lock your shoulder. Do you have any shoulder problems? Okay, lock your shoulder, make a fist. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some pressure up, okay, and I'm just going to knock you off balance. Okay, you see how easy that was? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the tan patch, I'm going to put it on top of his left shoe. I'm going to take the white patch and put it on top of his right shoe. Just do the exact same thing. Lock your shoulder, lock your arm. And I literally cannot budge him. I was putting about 4 times the effort. And what happens is his bioenergetic field becomes grounded with the patches. If you could just stand with your finger right in front, and I want you to twist, keep your feet exactly the same, and just twist your body around and just see how far you can go. Okay? Come on back. Now I want you to put the white patch in your right hand and the tan patch in your left hand and just do the exact same thing. So you were able to go about 20% more. And that's a great demonstration for golfers because they understand their flexibility and range of motions will be that much more increased. Okay, one of the fun tests you can do is called the push test. Now, Jim works out all the time. He weighs 207. I weigh $170 dripping wet. So he's got a lot more strength than I do. But let's go get in a football stance. I'm going to try to push you back. You try to keep me from pushing you back. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I can't move him because, he works out a lot more than I do. But with the power of the patch, it gets kind of fun. So I'm going to take the white patch. I'm going to put it in my right hand. And I'm going to take the tan patch and put it on my left hand. Now, what this does, I'm going to put it on his lung points, but my left hand is on his right lung point. So I'm actually strengthening myself and weakening him. So go ahead and do the same thing. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That pisses you off, huh? And I can throw him back like a rag doll because of the power of the patch. And this is such a great demonstration you can do with football teams or with an older brother and a younger brother. And once people test this out, they just have a blast. You can have a party with this. Invite people over, do the tip test, do the push test. It is a fun demonstration to do. The great thing about the demonstrations is people have a hard time believing the power of the patches until they actually feel it. So if you do the tip test like I showed you, and the twist test, and the muscle test, and the push test, by the end of that, people are going, something is happening here. I don't quite understand it, but something is happening. And have fun with it. I've had such a good time having like a younger brother finally able to push his older brother backwards, and testing it with football teams and other athletes. And they're just amazed at what these patches can do almost instantaneously. And once you show people the power of the patches, they become believers. And the whole thing is to get people to understand the power of this technology and how it can impact their life in a positive way.
Okay, that's all right. Let's put you on your back now, please. Head up there, feet here.
Daryl, this is for your protection. Before and after.
So, if some of you want to stand, but what I'm going to do is just do gross muscle testing to him and demonstrate what I'm talking about. So this is most track athletes, most athletes that are baseball players, etc. So the gluteus medius muscle is our biggest, most powerful muscle in the body. So, Daryl, I'm going to push this way, you hold that way, okay? You push against me. Push, yeah, push for me, yeah. And he's going to show off because he's in front of everybody. But as you see, he was still weak, okay? So here it is, push for me, okay. See what I mean? Yeah. All right, now I'm going to challenge the other side. Push, okay. Gluteus medius. If I took most of you, did the same challenge, 99% of you would not be working. This is just the way we function. And every competitive athlete is the same. Every Olympic athlete that I saw had this problem. All right, so here's another muscle out here on the side. It's called tensor fascialis. And I'm going to start here. I'm pushing down and in, Daryl. You hold out and up. Push for me. Yeah, okay. Now, this guy, you know, I'm not picking on him, but this is what is consistent with most of us. We all have this weakness. Now, when we go to make this action, it's called the psoas muscle that does that contraction for us. And I'm going to turn this out. I'm going to push straight down. He's going to hold up for me. So I'm going to hold up, Daryl. Push. No, look, there's no race. It's just you hold it here. Yeah. I'm going to push. You hold. Yeah. Hold for me. Yeah. Okay. So this is where he derives his knee lift. Okay. Hold for me, Daryl. Yeah. Okay. So once again, very consistent. This is very common. I'm just going to merely take a pair of ice wave and I'm going to place them on L3, not L5, 4. 3, right about here, okay? So I'm just going to merely put White on the right. I've got ice wave. I'm going to put him on the table, right there, and I'm going to put this one here. All right? They're not even on him. They're just near him. All right? Almost done. You ready for lunch?
That's what you always say.
Okay. All right, now we're going to make that same challenge. Okay. Push here, Daryl. Yeah. Okay. Now he's strong on that one. Okay. Push. He's strong on that one. All right. Here's this guy. Push. He's strong on that guy. Push. And he's strong on that guy. Now there's one more that's the most important. Right here. Hold for me. Yeah. And he's strong on that guy. The Washington athletes that I put these on responded exactly this way as well. So it has nothing to do with age, height, weight, sex, any of that nonsense. It has to do with setting the body energies in the right direction. This happens to be a point that energizes all of the hip muscles in the entire pelvis and low back. So any of you who are coaching, have kids that are in athletics, if they need that extra boost, that extra energy for that competition, this is truly one of the most powerful things I've found for competing athletes.